Hello students, we are on chapter 4, the Carew mother case. The previous class we have completed discussing about the author and some of the difficult words, and also we have seen the summary of the chapter, what is the story is all about. Okay students, so today we shall read the rest of the chapter and I will give you the explanation. So you can open page number 54. Nearly a year later, in the month of October, London was startled by a crime of singular ferocity and made all the more notable by the high position of the victim. So what happened in the first paragraph? Nearly a year later, in the month of October, London was shocked. Startled means shocked, startled by a crime of a singular ferocity. London was shocked to hear about the unique violence, that is a killing of a particular man, and made all the more notable by the high position of the victim. So the victim was in a high position, so everything, this particular tragedy was noticed by all. A maid servant living alone in a house not far from the riverside had gone upstairs to bed about 11. So now the story is, exaggeration of the story is this, okay? The details were few and startling. Startling means shocking, okay? So there was not much details about this murder, but whatever they had, a few details they had, that was very shocking for the people. And the details it is given here. The maid servant, one who was working in that particular house, went upstairs to sleep around 11 o'clock. Okay. Although a fog rolled over the city in the small hours means in the early hours. So what happened in the early hours? Although a fog rolled, the thick fog was over the city all around in the morning hours. The early part of the night was cloudless, and the lane which the maid's window overlooked was brightly lit by the full moon. So what it is tells here, although the city was covered with the fog, but the early part of the city was cloudless and clear. You understand, no? So the sky was clear and everything was visible. And the lady, the maid servant could see very clearly through the window what is happening outside. So, which the maid's window overlooked was brilliantly lit by the full moon. What is the meaning of brilliantly? Brilliantly means brightly lit by the full moon. Okay? And for she sat down upon her box which stood immediately under the window and fell into a dream of musing. Musing means a deep thought. So the maid servant sat on her box near the window which was placed, and she was dreaming. She was in a dream of musing. Okay. Never she used to say with streaming tears when she narrated that experience. So, whenever she narrated this particular incident, the crime, always she had tears in her eyes. Okay, so never had she felt more at peace with all men or thought more kindly of the world. So whenever she thought about that particular incident, she used to get very upset, and tears rolled down from her eyes, and also she had not liking towards the men, okay, after seeing this incident. And she saw such, she became aware of an aged and a beautiful gentleman with white hair drawing near along the lane. So she is explaining that, she is narrating that particular story. She sat on the box near the window around 11 o'clock after her work. She came to the room and she was peeping through the window, and the cloudless night it was. So because of the cloudless night, the sky was clear and she could see what is happening outside. So what did she see here? She saw an aged and a beautiful gentleman with a white hair drawing near along the lane. Drawing near. What's the meaning of drawing near? Drawing near means coming near along the lane. Lane means the street. An old, a beautiful man was coming towards the lane and walking towards the street. And advancing to meet him, another and very small gentleman to whom at first she paid less attention. And the other man was advancing. Advancing means moving towards this particular old man. And first she did not pay any attention to this small gentleman. He was looking little ugly rather than not so good and all. So she did not pay much attention to this small gentleman, to whom at first she paid less attention. She didn't like that gentleman. Okay, very small one. When they had come with speech, the old man bowed and accosted the other with a very polite manner of politeness. Okay, what did he do? The old man bowed down. Okay, he was very polite and accosted. Accosted means he talked to the other small gentleman, very pretty manner of politeness. So the old man, one who had the white hair, and he was very gentleman, good looking, and he bowed and greeted the other small gentleman. Okay, so and the old man was talking very politely. It did not seem as if the subject of the address were great importance. Indeed, from his pointing, it sometimes appeared as if he were only inquiring his way. So what is the talk between the old man and the small gentleman? It was, in fact, it seems they sometimes appeared as if he were inquiring the way, how to move forward. The way, how to go forward. Okay, maybe that the gentleman, the small gentleman, might have been asking the way. Okay, she just guessed. She also doesn't know exactly what happened. She just guessed. But the moon shone on his face as he spoke, and the girl was pleased. Okay, so to watch it seemed so innocent and full of kindness. On the old man's face, he spoke very politely, and also his face shone very innocent, so and full of kindness, showing on whose face? The old man's face. Okay. Presently, her eyes wandered to the other, and he was surprised to recognize in him a certain Mr. Hyde, who had once visited her master and for whom she had conceived a dislike. So now she looked at the other man. Who is that person? A small man, a small gentleman. In height he was very small. So he looked at the other one And suddenly he recognized him. Who is he? He is Mr. Hyde, okay, who had once visited her master and for whom she has conceived a dislike. So, she remembered that this particular man, Mr. Hyde, had come once in our house and visited her master, okay, and she didn't have that likeness towards this particular small gentleman. He had in his hand a heavy cane. What he had in his hand? A heavy cane. Okay, students, I stop here. We have completed the 2 paragraph of the lesson. So, once again we will recall the story in short. What happened? The incident is taking place in London in the month of October, and this particular incident was shocked by the whole people. In fact, the details were very small, but and startling. It was very shocking. Okay, and the particular crime of a singular ferocity and made all the more notable by the high position of the victim. He was also a parliamentary member, so the incident became very famous. And who sees this incident? The maid servant. She sees this incident. She went to bed at around 11 o'clock and she was sitting on her chair and peeped through the window and she saw this particular incident. Between whom this incident took place? Among Mr. Hyde and Carew. The name is not mentioned in the first and second paragraph. Here it is mentioned a small gentleman and the other one is an old man who looked very beautiful and a very kind person. So the exaggeration of that, a very old man, one is very old man and the other one is a small gentleman. Okay students, that's all today. Your homework is read the chapter, understand the lesson thoroughly and find out the difficult words and write it down in your copy. Okay, thank you for listening.